All right, guys, welcome to our Thursday mentoring meeting. And today is going to be off the hook. We've got Mr. Tim going to give all of his suggestions, advice, and, couple jokes, I'm sure. But anyway, I again would ask that everybody stay muted throughout this. Give Tim the respect that he deserves while he gives us all of his knowledge. And he will let you guys know when he's going to open it up for questions. And we will do that. But you'll just need to go down to reactions down towards the bottom of your screen, raise your hand, but stay muted until you're called upon. Okay. That's just out of respect for Tim and everybody else. So get ready. Here we go. Tim, you're the man.
All right, you guys. Well, I tell you what, man, I'm so fired up. I can flat out tell you, I'm going to tell you what to expect, what we're going to do here, because I really want to get away one thing for you guys today. I got told this about a day and a half ago, and I just want to make sure I give you guys a ton of value. I'm going to give you a lot of my thoughts. I'm going to give you a lot of things that I focus on, because you got to understand, even though I was in corporate America for 25 years, if you don't know my story, and let me explain who I am. My name is Tim Hess. I live in California. I have 5 wonderful kids, been married for 31 years, and I have 3 grandkids. And I was in corporate America, and one day they came in my office and they actually just let me go. Now, I'm 4 cubicles down from my CEO of the company. So in a nutshell, I found I didn't want to go back to corporate America. If you know my story at least a little bit, I flew around as recruited to go to other companies. When I would get on their planes, come back home, the reality was there was something missing. When I left and lost my role at where I was at, the reality is I was home for about 6 months, and I got a taste of my kids. I got a taste of my life. And the thing about it is I wanted that. I was done giving everyone my time. So that's me in a nutshell. So here's what you can expect from me today. A couple of things that my thought process and how I do this business. I treat this business probably a little bit different than most. And then I'll do this. It's going to take about 20 minutes because there's a lot to process in what I'm about to talk about. And then number 2, I'll take any questions that you guys have on why I think the way I think, what this business is for me. And you're going to hear some things that I probably guarantee you never heard before. And yes, you'll hear a joke or two, and I hope that I don't use any profanity that I normally would on a golf course. So bear with me. More than anything, if you have a pen and paper, I would definitely take a couple notes. It's not a lot, but it's still, I want to keep it in a compact way. If you have questions, again, I'm just going to go on a little talk for about 20 minutes. And then basically after the 20 minutes, Amy will open it up for questions on how I do my business, why I think the way I think. But are you ready? Do I see comments down there? Are we? I need a little bit of help down there. I need comments to say, are we ready? Because I'm yelling at my phone right now. Okay, I just want to share something. I'm yelling at my phone. So if you're ready, I'm ready too. So here are 3. Hey, Baba. We're ready, baby. Let's do this. Here's what we're going to do. I have notes. I have notes because I wanted to make sure that I did not overspeak, overtalk, waste words, waste your time, because I'm going to tell you 2 things. 1, I know where I'm going. So the question I have for you, do you know where you're going? Why did you buy this business? Why did you buy this whole thing? What is your why, right? We talk about what the why is. Well, I will tell you, the biggest thing you must understand is, what is your vision? And are you clear on where you're going? Because here's what I understand. And this is me in that corporate world. I had plans out for 5 years from today. So I asked some of you guys what your vision is. My vision right now is I want to get up every day and I want to be me. I want to get up every day and I want to live. I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time with every one of them and get them to know them again. Here's another thing I want to do. I want to make sure that I'm clear on my goals, because here's what I understand. Be clear on this. Be very, very clear. Where your eyes go is where you go. So if I look over there. You know, if you're driving down the road and you're looking over at the window, you're like, holy crap, the car starts veering over. Your vision that way is the same way. So here's something I want you to think of. Where are you going? I lost my job. I didn't want to go back. I am very clear on why I'm doing this business. If you go into my videos and TikTok and YouTube, you'll hear me say, I am very clear on where I'm going. I never want to go back to corporate America again. See, some of you are not clear on what you're doing this business for and where you're trying to take it. See, I already know. Let me put in the hands in the air right now in the comments. Who's done their 2024 goals for 2024? Who's done all their goals? Take a second. Who did all their goals? So I'm going to ask you another question. Who did their goals for 2025? 2025. What are your goals? This is going to be really, you're going to love this. And then the other thing is, if you don't know where you're going or what your vision is, guess what? You're not probably going to get there. I want to be clear on that. You're probably not going to get there. You have to know exactly where you're going, because you can't take your perfect customer along on that journey. You just can't. You have to be clear. You have to be obsessed. I am obsessed with what I want. I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time. I got to know them. I want to date my wife again. My why is clear, and you'll see it in the videos. So if you don't have a clear vision to talk to your perfect customer, guess what? You're not going. If you're not clear, how can you take them? You're not clear. Get clear on your vision. Get clear on your goals. And I will tell you something. See, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with golf. I'm obsessed with my faith. I am obsessed with this business because I know what it can do for you. Some of you are not having success right now. Guess what? I didn't have money. I didn't make any money for 3.5 months. So don't come to me saying, hey, I just started my business last month. And guess what? I didn't make any money yet. Well, you're focused on the wrong thing. You're not focused on the thing that makes the money. You have to focus on the process. Everything else is a waste of time. Hear me on this. Everything else if you're not focused on the process, doing the process. Is Boom Boom on here? I call her Boom Boom, but she knows what I'm talking about. The process is a process. It's already proven. It's already worked. Stop overthinking this thing. Just do what it says. This is built for a 12-year-old. Get out of your head. Get in your heart. Speak. I speak from my heart. This is the coolest thing in the whole world when you sit there and you think about, I can be me. I can be me. In corporate America, I was not me. I guarantee you, I had to watch what I said. It was political. There are things. This business, you can be you. Cindy will tell you, Cindy Berry on here, she's 60 years old. She averages about $1,200 a week. The one thing I always ask her when I go on my lives, what do I say? Be yourself. Be your genuine, authentic self. Stop being somebody you're not. I see some lives in my own personal views. These are my professional views that I don't know who you are. I don't believe that is you. So be you. Be obsessed. Get clear on what it is that you're doing here. Be clear on what you. So remember, it's vision, it's clarity. Be obsessed with this. I'm obsessed and I'm going somewhere. Do you know where I'm going in 2024? You know why I asked the 2024 goals? Here's the reason why I asked the 2024 goals. I asked the 2024 goals. I already did my goals for all I have to do is show up and execute. Do you know why I say this? And you know why I do this? Because when I was in corporate America, Jeff can even, I guarantee Jeff as a broker, he could tell you he's already made his goals for when he was in real estate. He made his goals. He says, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I need to do 20 homes every 3 months. I need to have 20 homes. This is what my expectation. These are my goals. This is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. You already have that plan. It's called the blueprint. You understand I never did an online business. I want you to understand that. I never did it on business. I've never done sales. I'm an operation-minded guy. I'm a numbers guy. So when people say, "Oh God, you should have been this," nah, I don't want any of that. Everything I have learned, everything that you have is in front of you. And I don't know how many times Michelle has to say it, but everything you have is in front of you. Everything I've learned. I didn't go off one day and go, you know what, Tim? I want to go on TikTok. I'm going to dance with my grandkids. Are you out of your mind? Like when they said Facebook, let me tell you something. If you follow my Facebook, the only thing on Facebook is everyone else put those posts on my Facebook. My kids, I did not put anything on Facebook. I did not come home and all of a sudden say, I'm going to do TikTok. No, everything you see in me and me being my personality plugged in. So I plugged in the blueprint here. I learned everything I needed to learn. And then I just became me and I intermingled it together. So it's me talking about a vision that's very clear to help other people understand that they can do the same thing I'm doing and they can have what they want. So I'm plugging into the blueprint. Everything that I do, every obsession I have is all through that blueprint. Everything I'm listening, I'm coachable. You must be coachable. You must believe that this is possible. See, some of you don't believe enough. You do not believe. You cannot tell me some of the questions that I guarantee you, there are some of you that see some of these questions in there. I cannot be the only one that sit to go, what the hell did that person just ask? Are you kidding me? Like, put it in the search bar. Put it in the search. It's there for you. Some of you have never run a business, so I get this. See, I have a different perspective. See, I'm in business. This is a business to me. This is not social hour for me. When I say 2 hours, look, I tell people I do 3 hours because that's what I do. I want my time, so I have to maximize my time. You have no idea. I just don't know if you realize what you have here. This is a conversation. I'm going to share something with a conversation I had with a CFO of a company that I used to work for. He goes, you know what their number one concern is? Their number one concern is they are spending billions of dollars right now, and they're hoping for trillions of dollars in a rate of return, passing through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube platforms, and how they're being concerned. And they have watch groups right now out for digital and affiliated marketers, people creating their own products. That means you and me. They're worried about you and me. That's where you're at today. You must understand. See, I have a different perspective of this whole thing because I'm in that arena. I came from my background. A lot of people don't have that, but that's where I came from. So would you understand? Did you know what that just said to me? That means Jeffrey, that means JoJo, that means Cindy, that means all you people out here in this world, they're worried about us. Do you understand what you have? But no, some of you don't, because here's the thing, you're not clear on your vision, you have no clarity, and you lack discipline. Now, here's what I want to share with you. Do not take wrong what I say. If you know me at all, and if you have seen any of my videos, everything I speak is passionate, it is love, it is kindness, and it's because I want you to do well. I don't want you to do what I've done. I've done 25 years. And what do I have to show for it? You understand my schedule? And some of you guys know who I'm talking about. You've had schedules on your life that you worked 10-hour days. There are some of you that work 4 days a week and you put 10 hours. Do you know how I know that? Because I've talked and understand who my customer is. I know who my customer is. I know who my perfect customer is. Some of you have not found out who your perfect customer is because you're not asking the right questions. You have the tools. For God's sakes, take the time to learn what's in front of you. I'm telling you, if companies, billion-dollar companies are doing this and they're worried about little people like me and you, there's a reason for it because they understand this is what you have in front of you. I cannot express that enough, what you have. And please don't take this lightly. You have the power to take your whole life back. You have everything you have is here. You have people like Michelle, you have people that are having success that are willing to give back to you to be successful. As you can tell, I'm a little obsessed. So I want to ask you a few questions as I go along. They're hypothetical questions, and I wrote these questions down because at one point in time, what I did was I understood that I had to have a very clear vision. I have to have discipline. See, I'm a little bit I'm a little different perspective. See, we have to be consistent, right? We have to be consistent. Even in corporate America, I had to be consistent with my CEO, right? I had to be consistent with what I'm putting out. And here's what I believe. See, consistency is great. Right? It is very good to have consistency. It's good to have consistent numbers, good to have consistent results. Consistency, yes. But here's where I believe I'm just a little different. You must have discipline to get up in the way every day to do what you're supposed to do. You have to have discipline because maybe I'm wrong, but here's what I'm thinking. Hey, Jeffrey, I'm going to ask you a question. You can unmute if you can, but hey, Jeffrey, how many times have you been smacked around in a lifetime? How many times when you were trying to close a deal and something came along and goes, boom, oh, damn, I got to go down to the DMV, get their thing off their loan. I got to make sure they close out their credit card so they can get approved for the loan. How many times did that happen when you were trying to do a deal?
In 47 years, I can't tell you how many times. That's just
my point.
Part of what you learn to roll with.
That's right. So what did you do? You know what? This business is about problem solving. You got to understand, if you can't find it, you better ask a question. If you can find it, find it. What's it worth to you? You have to understand that life gets in the way. I love Brittany's videos. I love Bree. You make me so fired up when I see your video, because that's what this business is for. It's for people like that think they don't have a shot in hell to get out of the crap that they may be in. And I don't mean crap is a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm in crap here too, because trust me when I tell you, the biggest, scariest thing is me going back to corporate America, me failing for myself, me failing. But here, I'm going to do this. You don't have to fail. You just have to follow the plan. Follow the plan. Get out of your way. Follow the plan. Just as my daddy said, sit your ass down, shut your mouth, and do what I tell you to do, and you won't get hurt. Well, guess what? I sat down, I shut up, and I plugged into the blueprint. Some of you are asking us the questions that have no irrelevance to the process. The process works. For God's sakes, Michelle did what? She made a commitment. She showed consistency. She kept showing up. You're going to have success because you keep showing up. You must show up. You must show up. You must show up for your family, for whatever reason you're doing. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody cares. Do you know who cares about me? My family. They love me. They hold me. But no one else cares. But guess what? I care about you because I will share something with you. I do genuinely care about people. I really want them to do well, but I can't do it for you. I can only support you and cheer you on. I hope that you get one thing from today is I'm here to cheer you on. I want to give you hope and know that it is there. I want to give you something that is very different. I want you to understand your vision is everything. See, here's the thing about a vision. Remember I told you about consistency? Consistency is great, but if you don't have discipline, remember the loan when Jeffrey's saying, hey, in the hour they're signing for the house, they're signing for the loan, and all of a sudden, hold on, we can't sign. We got to re-sign another one. And hold on, wait a minute, here's something up, Jeffrey. I got to re-sign for another one. And you're like, holy God, damn it. How many signs do I have to pay? How many fees for my damn notary? Come on. That is life. I guarantee you talk to any mom, any of you moms out there, and I'll say single dads that are out there too as well. You take care of your kids. How many times when you're trying to get something, the kid goes, guess what? Mom, I got to go to the bathroom. We just left the house. What do you mean? We just left. There's always something coming up. There's always something going to be in the way. So you have to be obsessed with your business. See, I'm having success. I didn't worry about the success. I knew where I'm going. If you don't know where you're going, you're screwed. You got to know where you're going because you can't take anybody with you if you don't know where you're going. You have to be obsessed. You got to be obsessed with the action. You got to be obsessed with the process. The process is everything. Oh, there are companies that are worried about little old us. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? How is it that they're so worried? Then I'm going to ask you another question. This is what I love. This is another one I really is a big one. What have you invested in yourself to be better for everyone else around you? Hear me on that one. What have you invested from the time you started your business? What did you invest to get yourself better? I challenge you to invest in yourself. I'm showing you because I have lived this. I'm showing you you're going to have success because the environment that you're in may not be the environment that you need to be in to get to where you need to get to. Does that make sense? Hear me on this one. You may be the person that has to create the environment and the behaviors because the environment and the behaviors that you're in right now are not going to get you to where you need to get to, which is why you have to have clarity around your vision. You have to have leadership over your finances. You have to have leadership over your faith. You have to have leadership over every aspect of your life. So if you do not have leadership over this daily pay thing, you are not going to be successful because you're focused on the wrong thing. When I came into this business, I was not clear on my vision. I was not clear and I did not have clarity. Amy, I'm still good for time, but I did not have that. I have it now. I'm very clear on where I'm going. I knew what I didn't want, but now that I see the things that I focused on are multiplying. But here's, be clear on this. What got you here will not get you where you need to get to. What got you here today will not take you into 2024. Mark my word, I know exactly what I'm telling you. I've seen it in corporations. I've seen it in behaviors. If you do not change your behaviors, you will not be successful. Be clear. And that's just not me. That's leadership I've been around. So I've invested. Let me share you with what I do. I'm preaching to you and I'm sharing this with you because this is why I believe I will be successful today, tomorrow, the next day, because there are behaviors that I've seen. So I'm focused on a process that's in the blueprint. Everything I've learned, everything I've done, this product is me, it's Michelle. Here we go. So I've gotten this book right here. It says, what got me there won't get me there. Second thing, I show up every day. And then here's what I want you to understand. How are you showing up? Are you showing up better? Everybody says 1%. I'm sorry, I don't believe in that 1%. That's a load of crap to me. Because I believe that if you show up every day and you're prepared, some people say, I don't know what to do in my life. Are you kidding me? I say this out of love, but you got to be kidding me because you're not prepared. You didn't get ready. You didn't wake up the night before and get ready for the day. I guarantee, I use Jeffrey as an example because I see his beautiful face in my thing and he's like my older brother. But I'm telling you right now, Jeffrey showed up every day. Jeffrey's showing up for himself. Jeffrey's showing up for his family. Jeffrey's showing up for his second job that he's going to get rid of this year. I guarantee he's going to get rid of this year. I know he is. I feel it in my heart. I just know he is because he's following and he's doing everything he needs to do. You're not where you are. You are where you today. You are where you are today because of all the decisions you made up until this point. You just didn't show up here. Are you getting me on this one? Tell me I understand. Tell me yes in the comments. Give me a yes. You are accumulation of all those decisions you made in your lifetime. So if you made a bunch of poor decisions, you are where you're at because of the poor decisions and the lack of discipline. Let me tell you what else I invested in, because there's a lot of people saying, hey, Tim, I really want you to become a mentor. I think you'd be good at a mentor, but I don't know about that because it has to align. See, I look at mentors as like, holy crap, they invested a lot of time in themselves to make sure they're the best version of you. I got to tell you something. I didn't tell Michelle this, but I was a little disappointed because I wanted to make sure that I come on here, I give you value. I just didn't want to come and motivate you because I want to make sure you're clear on your vision. I want to make sure you have clarity around it. You must get clear. You must get clarity around your vision and you must be showing up. And how you show up. Do you show up just to show up? Do you show up just to do your videos? Or I have these moments where I sit there and go, I get emotional because I really actually genuinely want somebody to walk away today. And I want them to sit there and go, you know what? I'm going back right after this video and I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my vision. And I'm going to get specifically clear on my vision. I'm going to get clear on what I'm going to do every day. And there is not a damn thing that is going to knock me off of that. Life can come at me. Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. I'm waiting for you. Keep coming. All I want you to understand something. There's something at the end. Your vision will carry you through the times that are tough. Do you think that I want to get on live every day and be all cheery, happy-go-lucky? Because my golf game sucks in the afternoon yesterday. I just lost $1,000. I'm mad. But my point is this. Oh, I don't. I'm no different than any of us. You think, here's what I love. You think because I may have made, I don't know. I truly don't know how much I made. I said this to somebody. I really don't know. I don't worry about the results. See, you're so focused on the results that you're missing it. See, we get this vision. Where I'm going, I can tell you exactly where I'm going, right? So I know you need to show up like that person where you're trying to get to. See, you have to show up like where you're trying to go. You have to envision what you're doing here. Like when I go to the golf course, I have in my head exactly how I'm going to win. I'm going to drive 15. It's a par 5, 585 yards. I know exactly what driver. I'm going to draw that sucker in. And if you don't know golf, that means the ball goes around to the right, comes around. And then I'm going to take a 3-wood and I'm going to knock that 265 yards. And I already know how I'm going to do. I know where I need to put my ball. This business is no different. I know exactly what I need to do every morning. I get 3 pieces of content. I get a video every morning, 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 1 minute. And Some of you don't even do the video because I can tell by the answers. And then you wonder why where you are. You must have a clear vision. You must have leadership and discipline and consistency around the vision. You have to show up like the result that you're trying to become. So when you become like, the reality is, I already know I'm making 7 figures. I already know I am. It's not even a question. It's not even a question because I know how this program is working. It's not it. But I'm not worried about the 7. But am I showing up like the person that's going to have 7 figures? Am I showing up like that person that's going to be at the end? So I already know I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to get. How am I showing up? Am I showing up like that person that has already received it, has already made it? And then come out here talking when, see, people say they don't know because they don't believe that they can do it because they're not clear on the vision and they've never done this before. But there's so many people. Look at, how do you not believe this works when there's 10, what is it? How many people are in this 10K that are making money? Do me a favor, this is not the, there's people making money in our community left and right. How do you believe it doesn't work? Oh, Tim, well, I screwed up my setup. I can't figure out this. I can't figure out that. No one helped me, Tim. Nobody. Look, life, I guarantee you, if you wanted something really, really bad, I guarantee you'll figure out a way. Here, this program is me. I am this program. I'm living this program. I've never done an online business before. I've never done an MLM. And let me share something with you. Somebody asked me in a live yesterday, what was it that, hold on, here we go. What was it that was, why did I start making money after 3.5 months? Well, I had already knew who my customers, because again, here's a big piece to everything that I'm talking about. Remember, vision, clarity, where I'm going, how you're showing up. And here's the biggest thing of all, the discipline, the consistency, but you have to hold yourself accountable for where you are. You must hold yourself accountable for where you are, for your results, how you're showing up. If you're showing up and you're pissed off and you're like, oh, I didn't make any money yesterday. Oh, I didn't make any money. I just want to let you know, yes, I'm having success. Yes, I've made a handful of money, but you know what? I still do the same crap you do. I'm no different. I just say, not today, baby. My vision of not going back to corporate America, me having the memories of holding my baby's hand, me and my wife, and we're going on a date, we're going to lunch, we're having martinis in the afternoon. That's my motivation. I don't need to be motivated. Be clear on that. I do not need motivation because where I want to go and how I want to live with my surroundings and my family, that is my motivation. I will never go back to corporate America. Do you hear me? I will never go back, and I will never allow what they did to me. I will never allow that to happen to me again. See, some of you are going to go back, eventually go, I got to work a part-time job because I'm not there. No, you have to double down on the process. Your focus wrong. Your thought process is wrong. Get right here. We say mindset, but some people don't know what mindset is. It's not your fault. It's where your environment is. You need to create an environment where you sit there and you're successful and having a good time. It's not a good time. Let me tell you something. Where I want to go is over here. Where I'm at is over here. What we forget is we need to fall in love with what's in between. And we see the Lamborghinis, we see the Ferraris, we see the great big houses, and we see where but we never, you never see what's in the beginning of all the depression, the anxiety, of all the crap that they had to do to get where they got to. See, that's where you need to fall in love with. You need to fall in love with the process. Don't worry about the results. Stop worrying about results. This is new to 99% of you. You've never done this before. Why do you think you're going to be successful? And then you compare yourself to somebody. I've done that too. Don't think I haven't. I'm like, God, I got this. Look, my team at a corporate America took a company from 300 stores to 1,200 stores to 6 different countries. Are you kidding me? How can I not do this business? I just needed one thing. I needed to see people that were making money, that I knew I could do it. See, there was not a doubt that I wasn't going to be successful here. And success doesn't always mean money. I already knew I was going to be successful because I already had some of the skills. I just knew, and I was very clear on my vision. I got very clear on that. So if there's anything I can say to you is get obsessed, get clear on what it is that you're doing, and understand something. Nothing's perfect. I love some of you. Renee, I don't know if you're on here, but Renee, I'll tell you, you're another one. And Jojo, your videos are so badass. Candy, I don't follow everybody, but I've seen some videos. You guys have some of the badass videos. But I'm going to have a reality check on you. You seen my videos? Man, they ain't no JoJo video. They ain't no Renee video. I'm telling you, if a guy like me, 56 years old, does the videos that I do, I'm telling you, still can make money. I'm just telling you, you got hope. You got hope and you can do it. All right. So understand that. I want to go through this. I'm going to end it up on these couple notes that I have right here. Understand where you're at and understand you people better start evaluating where you're at today. You better start valuing Michelle that's in this community that's put this whole thing. You better start valuing her leadership. You better start valuing her showing up and every day. Do you really think that she wants to show up every day? She has things in her life, things getting away. But you know what she said? I am not going to deter from where I'm going. See, some of you sit there and go, oh, Johnny's got a sniffle. I got to go make my son's birthday. No, you need to show up for your family. You need to show up for your business. You need to become a CEO. Do you know what a CEO does? I can tell you, I almost live what a CEO does. A CEO is a visionary person, and everyone else around them does the work, right? We have a visionary. We have Michelle, and all we are doing, she's putting it out there. She's putting her time. You need to be cognizant and respectful and understand. I would say, I'm not going to say worship the ground she works on, but you want your kids. Look, my kids look at me, and they're so excited that I'm on TikTok. Oh my God, you see my son run around in my video. He's in my video. This is my kid. She's so proud of me. He goes, Dad, what are you doing? Dad, I want to do it with you. I want to do it with you. You are setting an imprint on your families and your people who are around you. Do you get that? So when you sit there and you go, oh, I'm not going to show up today, or you show up half-assed, you wonder why you have the results you do. But you're making an impact. My kids are seeing me home. Oh, my kids are seeing me home now. My kids see me going to the golf course, like no joke, every damn day. Oh, your kids will become who they hang around with. So the environment that you create in your own home, if it's faithless or faith-ridden, and they're ungrateful, you better be grateful. You better be grateful every day. I am so blessed and grateful. I can't even begin to tell you. I cannot. I am so grateful where I am today. I was grateful where I was yesterday. I am grateful for where I am going. I am not guaranteed tomorrow, and I will never live in the past. Some of you still can't get out of the past, and you're stuck in the past. Oh, they hurt me. They beat me. They did this. Let me tell you something. I will share something with you. I'll share something personal about me. I was beat as a child. All my brothers and sisters were adopted, right? So we have 6 brothers and sisters. Every one of us were adopted. All the boys were beat relentlessly, okay? And I'm 56. Got to share something with you. So I still carried that for many, 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 many years. Like some of you are carrying something. Something's blocking you from having success, and you don't know it. See, you're not there here. You're not here. You're not here. Excuse me. You're not here. You're here. And then you say, I'm a guy. Us guys that are in their 50s and 60s, that's how we lived. Daddy taking a belt to our ass, that's how it was. Okay, that's how it was. But see, now you're trying to move on. You're trying to get away from it. But guess what? You can't, because there's something in here that's holding you back. It's blocking you, and you don't know it yet. You have to get in deep into yourself and figure out how to get the block away. You're not having, see, you're a decision away from having success, and you don't even know it yet. You are one decision away. I understand that. I believe that wholeheartedly. But I'm going to share something. We were beat relentlessly. We were finally taken out of the home. See, I don't have a love and passion around my mom. I knew one thing, though. I knew one thing. When I turned 46 years old, I said, I cannot allow this to happen anymore. Why is it that I am sitting here going, Jesus, why is mom, every time mom comes up, Jesus, mom, why couldn't my mom be like my wife of 31 years? Why couldn't, she's an angel. She's a blessing to me. But here's what I know. I don't know what it's for. I just figured out how to get it blocked out, how to get it out. Whether you pray, you meditate, you release it, let it go. That's living in the past. As horrible as that sounds, I had to sit down and have a come to Jesus moment, if you want to call it that. But I understood one thing. I am built for more. I am built for more, and I am built for greatness. I know that you are built for more. I know you are built for greatness. You just have to take it by the bull by the horns, right? And I'm going to end it up because I know I'm past 20 minutes. So I'm going to put it this way. And I'm just going to go through these things right here, and then we'll open it up for questions, because I really do believe these are, I think that what you have to understand is the thought process of where it is that I am and why I might be having success. And I will go back to Michelle's thing, but I'll leave it on this. Now, I'll just say where I'm at. So lack of belief is because your goals are too small. I know when I came into this business, I just like, oh, crap. There's some of you that say, I just want to get my first sale and reinvest, get my money to reinvest. Yeah, no, that's a small goal. Why just go get a part-time job? I'm kidding you. I'm not kidding you. That's never going to get you where you need to get to. Be clear on that. Okay. So I'll tell you, if you guys had just signed up today, if you focus on what you're supposed to focus, which is the process, stop asking dumb questions. It's in there. I'm the guy that will tell you like it is. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you this may irritate you. I am glad this is ruffling your feathers if it is. It's okay to have a hard conversation. We may not agree. We may agree to disagree. It's okay. It's okay. But there's some of you, oh, I know you're feeling me. I know you hear me. And I damn sure know you see me. So here's what I'm going to say. Lack of belief is because your goals are too small. For God's sakes, if you're going to do something, do it big or don't do it at all. You are thinking of you. That's why your goals are what they are. You're thinking of you. The reason you don't have people buying, you go on these lives, there's nobody on my live. Well, show up better. That's a you problem. Show up better. Show up to where you want to go. Show up to how you want to, where you're going. That person that at the end of this, like when I make 7 figures for me and my family, because I'm going to impact people's lives. I'm going to impact these people's lives. So show up better. You know yourself. You know you can do better. And if you don't think you can do better, and this is the best you can do, get better. You need to invest in yourself. So here's another thing I will share with you. See, I invested in money. And again, I've made money. So I've taken that money that I've made from this business, not out of my savings, from my business, not on a credit card, from my business. And I ended up getting a growth plan for 30 days from JC Maxwell, because I want to make sure that I'm the best version of myself. So when I get on a live or a TikTok or whatever I needed to do, I'm the best version of myself showing up for my customer. I don't care what people say about me. I don't care. I'm showing up. Okay, so show up. What gives you credibility? This is a big one too. What gives you credibility on your lives, on these? Your authenticity. I love Jeffrey's authenticity. I talk to him because I get chance. Jeffrey's lives come up when I'm at a time where I'm sitting my ass down. So I see Jeff's like, Jeff, let's watch Jeffrey. But there's some of you I see it on you things. Show up. Like, where do you want to go? Show up where you're going. Jeffrey always has style. He always looks good. And then I'll believe this. I will say this to you. What is incredibly authenticity? Be your authentic self. And here's another thing. I believe the number one reason you're not having success is because you are not accountable. You want to be the happy-go-lucky, and you want to get to the end without looking at the mirror. You must understand this one thing. You must understand this, and you must believe it through and through to your heart. And because people will see what they're about to hear. You must hold yourself accountable, because people will end up saying, why did he not get there? Why did she not get there? And here's the thing. You have checks and balances in your life, and there are things that nick on you. Damn it, why? And I was so close. I almost made it. Well, it's because you're not holding yourself accountable. So get clear, get real clear. Nothing is perfect. So start, and then you have to invest in yourself. You cannot win the way you are winning right now. And winning, you have these guys in sports, there's champions, and they're championship teams. Why are they championship teams? Because they have a winning mindset, right? We talk about winning mindset. They will go through walls. And and this is really truly all that. I'll open it up for questions, but I want you to understand something. If you could feel what I feel, if you could have felt what I felt like after the first 9 days of waiting for my freaking website, because I deleted it, that was a me problem. I didn't really worry too much, to be honest with you. And then when I was doing the videos, doing the content, and I didn't make any money for 3.5 months. I said, it's okay. I know where I'm going. I didn't cry. I didn't feel bad for myself. Oh, Tim, poor Tim. Poor Tim didn't make any money. Poor Tim. No. I was very clear where I was going. I understood that. I understood a couple things. I know I'm doing the process. I'm listening word for word what they're saying. Okay. So I own that. That's the accountability piece. You guys are worried about I'll make money 2 days later. Well, there was people that signed up. Guess what? They made money 2 days, 12 days later. I'm like, I was so mad. Full transparency. People that made money like 2-3 days down the road, I'm like, damn it. What is wrong with me? I know I did this right. What are you talking about? But here I own that too. I own that too. Check it out. I own it too, because here's the deal. I never asked any questions for 3.5 months. When I got my first sale, it felt like you all know about that first sale. Jeffrey, right? Jojo, you guys, Cindy, you know how that. Cindy texted me one day when she had her first sale. I swear to God, if I could have jumped through the phone and give her a hug, I would jump to Colorado and I gave her a hug, because I knew I love it. I knew where she was going. She's 60 years old and she is kicking some ass. And I love that. I love to see other people. I don't really care about my success, because you know what? I know I'm going to get it. Do you know why I know? Because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for these moments. I'm grateful for these times that I had to share with you. I'm just telling you, I just know where I'm going. And if I could be just one iota second of motivation for you, or factual to take the information away from you, I only want one thing for you. I want you to understand where you're at. You'd be clear on where you're at. You're at something in a moment in time that is like the web. When the web came out, the internet came out when I was a kid. We never had a computer. I want you to understand digital marketing. If my guys from this old company that I used to work for are nervous about people like us, there's a reason why. That's where you're at, because they already know the projections of what the digital marketing and the affiliate marketing, all those worlds are going. So they know the numbers. You are at a starting point of something that is, you have no idea how big it's going to be. And if you don't think that Michelle is going to be this little lady, she's going to be, I'm not going to do this. No, this lady is driven. She's driven because she wants you and me to have a better quality of life for you and your kids. She doesn't want you to have to worry about paying for tires that you need on the bloody truck or the car. She doesn't want Jeffrey to work 2 jobs. I don't want my big brother working 2 jobs. See, I'll do whatever I can for you guys, simply for that simple fact. I don't want you guys in South Africa, my people that I have in England. I have like 5 people in Canada. I know I'm going to forget some country that I have people in, but I'm going to tell you something. If I can do one thing to change the direction of your trajectory, your goal, and your vision, I'm grateful. I'm glad I'm able to do that for you. And we'll end it this way, and then I'll open it up for questions. You are absolutely worth it. This journey is absolutely worth it. When I did a live, when there was no one on it, I showed up, and when there's nobody there, and the one person comes on is like your mom. Hey, baby, I love you. Mama, hey, what you doing? I'm just telling you. Just keep showing up. So, final words. Be very clear on your goals. Get very clear where you're going. You must be clear. You're going to miss it if you're not. Okay, number 1. Number 2, you have to show up like you already won. You must show up like you already won. I know Jeffrey, when he's doing his 10,000 steps, Jeffrey, I'm sorry if I hope you know that I'm not picking on you. I'm only talking about you because I love the hell out of you. And I think you're an awesome individual. And I just want to say this is because I want Jeffrey to have success. I want each and every one of you to have success. I don't want you walking in our ages at 56 or more. We don't want to be doing some of the shit we do in our life, but we do it because we know we have to do it. We're going to own it. We're going to take responsibility. It's how we were raised. We will do it, and we will do it. We will do it again. I will go on a live when there's only one person, and I will give them everything I got. You worry about one person. I made a deal. I had a deal after 70 views on a TikTok, and I had 2 sales, not 1, 2. Keep showing up. You're worth it. Your people around you are counting on you. Just follow the step, follow the process. Don't worry about the results. The results are going to come. Follow the process. It works. So let's open this
Amen.
up for some questions. I want you guys to give me questions.
Okay, guys.
Ask anything you got. I
So
know it's longer than I thought. Sorry.
I know, Tim. I was like, drink something, take a breath real quick. I don't want you passing out.
One word. I think I said one bad word. One bad word.
You did good. You did good, brother. You did
I
good.
was stressed on I was stressed. I think Michelle was like, there's a disclaimer on the bottom that he uses profanity. I swear to God, I'll bleep every of them.
All right, guys. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stay muted. Everybody stay muted unless I call out your name. As soon as I call your name, unmute yourself. I will lower your hand for you. Please do not just unmute. Please don't do that. Raise your hand. If you don't know how, right down here, it says reactions. Tap on it, and then it says raise your hand. That's all you got to do. All right. So it looks like we have old Jeffrey. He's ready.
Jeffrey's going to be like, hey, what'd you do? Why'd you keep bringing me up? Jeffrey, tell Michelle. Don't tell me.
I wanted to tell you thank you. You're an inspiration. I read a book yesterday. I've been reading a book called Think and Grow Rich, and I pulled something from that. It was very, very good. It said, the past is a place to reference, not a place to reside.
Exactly. Got it. That's why I said that the vision and the clarity is a must. You have to have it. And then we are given the blessing of having a process that works. If it's not working for you, you got to figure out why.
Exactly.
Nailed it. You got it, brother.
All right. It looks like we got Erica Frey. Erica.
Hi, thank you. Hi, Tim.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good. You've inspired me. I'm sick in bed today, and because I logged in and plugged in, you've inspired me. I'm absolutely going to be making my videos today, even though it's disgusting. But anyways, I'm just wondering. I've been following the process, the 2 hours, like posting the ads and making my videos. I mean, yesterday I posted 5 videos yesterday. I'm just like going all in. But I'm just wondering, you mentioned you have a 3-hour workday. I'm just curious if you can walk us through exactly what.
Yeah. Well, first of all, and good job for showing up for you, because that's really what you're doing. You're showing up for you, right? And we have all our things. So let me answer the question this way. So I do 3 hours a day. So my work process that I do, I get up in the morning, I watch the video, I do my 3 pieces of content. I actually have 2 channels on TikTok, and here's what I do. I have 2 because I totally screw around and mess around on the second one. It's a backup one, but I try to test the hashtags. I try to test and see what works, what's not working. Maybe I'll put it in my main channel. So I watch my video. I do my 6 pieces. I do 6 pieces of content, right? And then I do my lives. Everything that I do, like now that I've been in the business for 8 months now, going into 8 months, I already know who my perfect customer is. I already knew who I'm talking to, and I do the pieces of content, and then I answer my emails, because I do get about, I will share something with you. I get about anywhere from like 12 to, yesterday I had 40, like in the last 3 days, I had about 60 emails. Like people asking me about, hey, what's about the business? Hey, I don't have any money, or just people asking about the business in general. So I get a lot of traction in emails. So I try to do the emails as quick. So I knock them out. But the working activity, or then I do my live. See, you don't have to do lives. Don't, because I really believe if you don't know who your customer is on doing the lives, your message, nobody will understand what you're talking about. They won't. So the 3 hours that I do, I count them my lives. So I do 45 minutes basically of my creating my content, going through my emails, and then I do the live. So I do lives. I'm testing something out right now where I only want to do 1 live a day. And that live is in the morning at 8 a.m. in California time. So my work is 3 hours a day. Now, I'll add one more thing on top of that I'm doing right now is I just started doing, like literally Tuesday, I started doing cut and paste for the first time ever. Like I've never done copy, cut and paste. I've never done that. So I'm doing that because I have a YouTube channel. So I want to start building that YouTube channel, which is easy. So the ads only take a couple minutes. So that's not going to add anymore. But the 3 hours a day is the 6 pieces of content, the answering emails. That's the working activity. And then I do the lives. And that's it. But keep showing up.
Which one? I'm like friends with like 8 different accounts of you.
Delete them and block them.
Yeah, which one is your real one?
What I'll do is it's Daily Pay with Tim, and then it's Daily Pay _ with Tim. So Daily Pay with Tim, that's my main one, and then my second one is Daily Pay with Tim. Daily Pay _ with Tim.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, by the way, too, that's a good lead me into the next note, guys. I really don't DM anyone. Like I have like 200 messages in there now. I apologize. I apologize, but there's a reason why I don't respond. I want everybody clear. I do not respond to any of that. If you want to get a hold of me, email me or get me in the community.
All right, Tim, we got a lot of people wanting questions here. So Cindy's next.
I didn't do it. This is why. Go for it.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, kiddo.
Question.
There's my girl.
I just want to thank you and show gratitude for you, for everything you do for all of us, and especially me. And now I have 2 special dates, August 10th and November 28th.
Yes, you do. They're
that.
my biggest days. Yes, they are.
So thank you for everything. And I'm excited for you for next year and 2025.
And you're a big part of that, darling. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you again.
All right. We've got Lethal.
Hey,
Hey,
can
how
you
are
guys
you?
hear me? I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Awesome.
First and foremost, I'm glad that I was able to make this, and definitely was talking to me. So here's what I've been doing, because I have a unique living situation. So usually when I do my lives, I mean not lives, when I do my videos while I'm out and about. And unfortunately, when I'm doing my videos, it's picking up that background. So what I did recently was I bought me like one of those the wireless mic things, but like that I've been seeing on the TikTok shops that has like the noise cancellation.
So
And
let me interrupt you real quick. So let me ask you this. So you're worrying about how your videos are being made. I will share something with you, my man. I tell, like, if this is your question about the video, the content of the video, more natural you are in the environment that you are. Look at my videos. I have bloopers on my video. I have misspellings on my video. It happens. If there's noise in your video, don't worry about it. It's life. Does that make sense?
yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, now I do put the captions in there as well.
Yeah.
Just in case someone misunderstands something, I do put the captions there. I use this app called CapCut to try to knock my videos down. I might do a video from my phone.
Keep showing up, man. Listen, keep showing up. I'm not worried. Let me tell you something. If you're clear in your message, that's all that I'm concerned about. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Period. Does that make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Don't worry about the bloopers. Put the bloopers in there. Keep them in there. You're real. It is what it is. Move on. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
You got it, brother.
All right, we got Kelly.
Kelly? Wait a minute. Kelly, who's Kelly? With Kelly. I'm kidding. Kelly, how are you?
I'm good. Okay.
It is you. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now I'm ready. Here we go.
Not dancing. I'm just saying. Okay, so I just want to just first express my gratitude for you. You are amazing and just such an inspiration, speaking the truth all the time. And you are really great at like just showing how important it is to just be, right?
Absolutely.
And so I absolutely love your lives. They're like off the hook. And so
Right.
I'm curious, do you have like a kind of, I mean, it seemed I get on and I watch quite a bit just to kind of learn and see how
Right.
you flow, but you have kind of like a planned flow before you get on,
Yes. You want to explain it to you?
please?
So when I get on my lives, I want to clear something up. See, remember how a lot of people go, I don't know what to do or I say on my live? Well, I will share something with you. When I go onto my lives, I have a purpose. I put a word out there. Or I put something, hey, what I want to express today is I make sure there's 3 things that I do. One, I want to make sure I'm solving an issue, right? Because our business really solves an issue. The second thing what our business does is it's not, we got to remember something. It's not the digital products that we're really promoting. It's you. You're the product. So if we fall in love with you, the right person's going to find you. Like you know this. You know this more than most. And I'm a believer the same way. I know the right person's coming to me. It's not a question of a doubt. It's not a question. So when I go on my lives, I simply do 3 things. Number 1, I remind myself of all the great things and the benefits of the business, not the product. So what has this business done for me? What has this business done for you? This business has done what for me? It has kept me home from my family. Oh, damn it, I forgot something. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This is gold. This has been my like gold piece. Get ready. You're gonna want to remember exactly what I say here. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but okay. So there is all of you guys need to do this. This is an exercise. Why did you do the business? Write all the reasons down on a sheet of paper. Kelly, I'm glad you asked this question because this is exactly what I've done. Get a sheet of paper, write down all the reasons why you did the business. Okay? Every last one of them. Think about it. Think of it. It may sound crazy. Is I to the point where I don't even have to think, like, I do this business because I didn't want to have to tell my manager when I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't have to ask my manager that I wanted to take a lunch. Write everything down. Every reason why and take time to think about every freaking thing that you did, why you bought this. Number 2, on the other side of that page, I want you to put the emotion that is attached to that. How did it make you feel? So let me give you an example. I hated flying to Minnesota every Monday. I hated going through the airport. How did I feel? Well, I freaking hated it. Like that emotion that I felt didn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. So I didn't like going to the airport. How did it make me feel? Some of you are going to sit there and go, well, it made me feel like crap. Well, it made you feel like crap. Okay. And what it does to you subconsciously, psychologically, because I believe there's a lot of things we do and it causes psychological reaction and then actually comes out in our words and we send that vibration out there in the conference and they feel that. Be clear, because the people that need to feel it will feel it. Right. So take all that crap. Like I had to ask John, I had to go to the bathroom. I told John I couldn't do it. You know what John told me? I needed to be there. And then I put on the other side of that list, I'm tired of answering to these people that are buttheads. And I write that. And I write it. And I did exactly what you just did. I laughed. But then I sit there and go, in my mind, I'm reading that list. I'm going, mother of heck and Jiminy Christmas. And you're right. So you ask me, so I take that list, I put all the emotion next to it and remember that and read that. So when I go to bed, sometimes I'll take that list out. I don't need to do it now because I'm so like, you are where you do. If you don't believe that you're going to have success, like I know I'm going to have success. I know it. It is not a question. Like I know it. So there you go. Do that list. And then I'll see when you go in there, it's not the product. I maybe put the board, like this board I have, I may put this up 3 times. And there's still people going through my funnel. Today I put that board, I wasn't even on the whole live this morning, and I had 62 people in my funnel today after one live. And I may have put that up maybe 3 times today. I think I put it up at least 3. But I'm not, and I was on the live for about 45 minutes. And if you notice in that live, if I go back and watch my lives, I rarely talk about the business anymore. It really isn't the business. It's what is the outcome from the business. Sell the outcome. Where, and you, like Michelle says it, sell the outcome. Sell where we're going.
That's
Make that list though. Make that list. On one side, why are you doing the business? Think of everything. All the way down, I hated to go to lunch at McDonald's every day because that was the only thing I had time for. Because my lunch was 40 minutes. I only had time to run to McDonald's and run back. If I ordered food anywhere else, how did it make you feel? Then I'll even say one step further for you guys. Make a list of how would you feel if you got everything that you wanted to get from this business? Like freedom. I'm able to go golfing every day. How did I feel? There's always a feeling that is attached to what it is that you're focused on. So you have to remember why you're doing it. It's the emotion that you're trying to capture. So when you do a live, I'm trying to capture the emotion. I'm not trying to capture the product. Does that make sense?
absolutely. And I just have to say that Neville Goddard has a book called Feeling is the Secret. And literally, energy, the feeling is.
Yep.
Because if you don't get that connected in there, then you've missed them, right?
It's also called connection, right? You're
Yeah.
connecting. And again, I'm a big believer in that. Like people know, they know.
Yep.
They just don't, sometimes they can't understand it, the emotion. They don't understand it, but they get the vibration.
Absolutely. That's so good. Thank you. You're amazing.
All right, Tim, we got like 6 more people. So
Okay.
Shirley, you're next. Shirley?
I'm just gonna be super quick. Hey Tim,
No,
how you doing?
no.
I know. You're just gonna have to deal with me.
Let's do this. And I want to see a blooper from you, woman.
I
Stop being so
Can't-
damn perfect.
I can't apologize for the fact that I don't. Okay, go find the one where I stumble over the word anonymous. Okay, there's your blooper.
All right, there we go. What do you got, kiddo? What do you got?
I just want to thank you so much for today's training. I am so fired up. I've already made my 5 videos for today, but I have so much energy. I might just go explode over another 5 videos.
You should. That's what it's about. That's what this is. I want you guys to go do videos after this. Some of you resonate with this, some of you didn't, but you need to go do 5 videos. I will do my videos I'll do my videos for tomorrow. So do your videos. Trust me when I tell you, because now they're going to understand what your authentic self is. Be clear on that. They know who you are, but they need to feel who you are. Be clear. That's totally 2 different things. Do you hear me? They know who you are, but they can't feel you yet. For some of you, why you have not received payment yet is they don't know who you are and they can't feel you. Be clear on that.
Absolutely. Definitely something I aim to do in my videos. And thank you so much for your tips. The thing about listing why you joined, I actually have a sheet like that, but I left out the emotion. So I'm going to be going back and I will definitely be adding that in there. So thank you so much for that little tidbit.
And keep it with you though, too. Keep it with you. Read that before you go on. What am I trying to do? Because you got to get clear on where you're trying to do. That's all.
Absolutely.
All right, we
Thanks
got
again.
Rachel.
Hi, Tim. I was on your live earlier today, and
Hey, what's up, Rachel?
I sent you a question, and it was just like I'm struggling. I feel like with my value in my content, but honestly, after watching you,
yes, I saw that.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
watching you here today, I honestly I feel completely different now, just from earlier today to now,
Yeah.
and you've really kind of helped open my eyes and help me really hone in on what it is that I know that the value's there. It's just in how I'm delivering.
You know, it's funny you say it that way and I did think about it, and I was when I got that, when a question, it made me even think, because when questions come up, your answers are in the question. I'm a big believer in that. So when you said value, you have to understand you already have value. There's everything, you just don't see it or you don't feel it. I think the biggest thing is when we do what we do in the pieces of content is when I do a video, I sit there, what am I saying? What is the feeling I'm trying to get out of my video? Like, what is it solving? What is it, right? And that's where the value is. That's the value. And trust me when I tell you, you are the most valuable being on this earth. So for God's sakes, you don't even know. You bring more value than you could possibly imagine. So just keep doing it. And then you got this, okay?
Yeah,
Keep showing up.
so much.
Hey, but get clear on your goals. Get clear on your goals. And also, I'll leave it on this note. Know, like, what's your end game? What's the end result, right? Because get that person to show up. hear me on this, you guys. This is really important. You got to understand, get the person at the end where you want to go to. That's the person that needs to show up, not the person that's here today, the person that where you're going. Okay.
Yes, I've had a hard time visualizing her, but I'm on my way there.
Get there. I promise. Clarity. It gets clear. I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah, always remember, you guys, speak from right here. Always, always. So important. So important. All right, we've got, I'm going to mess this up. Is it Fumalele?
Pumelele, sorry, my battery is a bit low. So if you don't mind, can I maybe talk without the video?
Okay.
Because I'm trying to save
Whatever you need to
battery.
do, darling. Whatever you need to do.
Okay. All right, Tim, thank you so much. This was very inspiring. I think I'm a month into the business, but I was kind of overwhelmed at the beginning. So I started maybe 2 weeks later to set up and all of that.
Okay.
But I couldn't relate. What I was struggling with is I couldn't relate to spending time with the kids, because my kids are 29 and 30.
Oh, mine are too.
Just when you say I need to be authentic, that wasn't working for me because I have no kids to spend time with at home. So my approach was I wanted to, in my own business, because I'm self-employed, I wanted to sell certain products, digital products that I've created. So I thought my approach was going to be business. But my problem is all the messages around me are about freedom to be at home, to stay with the kids. And therefore, I can't get out of my head in terms of how do I position this in terms of the business approach.
Okay, so I hear a couple things, but I'm gonna put it in one simple way.
Okay.
You purchased the business for what?
Right.
To promote your products. Yes?
Yes.
And
yes.
Is your product already when you say your product, is it a physical product or a digital product?
It's a digital product. I'm a dietitian.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
So how many? So I would say this: since you already have a product, and who's your perfect customer?
I'm focused on chronic conditions of lifestyle, so
Okay,
diabetes and that sort of thing.
So really, when it comes down to, I've only had 2 people well, I actually have had more people buy the product to promote their businesses and their product. So I would simply say, number one, obviously you know what your reason is for why you bought it. You bought it for the products, and you know who your customer is. It's people that have whatever you just said.
Yes.
I apologize. I don't want to take anything away from it of my ignorance.
No problem.
But sorry. So you know who your customer is. So you have to make sure that when you put your product out there, how long has that product been around? Like you had your digital product. Is it brand new? Does it have traction? Has it been around a while? Brand new. So it hasn't been tested out there yet, right? It's brand new.
Yes.
So now you got to see, now you understand the differences between a product that we have already been out there on the market 2-3 years. Like that's not a joke. It takes years. Like I'm in retail where people would come to me, Sony would come to me and go, hey, I have a new product. Here's who I'm trying to promote it to. And they say billions of dollars to promote that product. You get what I'm saying? So you have a brand new product. You never had it in the market yet, or you're just getting it to the market. So when I hear this, I hear like, okay, that's going to take a minute. Will you hear me on this one? It's going to take me a minute. You may have the right perfect customer, but getting that message and tested in the market, it's going to take you a minute. And I may be dead wrong, but I will share with you new products that came across my table for my company that I had, and I was involved in a lot of that. That took a while. So I would say definitely follow the blueprint. Do not know who your customer, it is very important that you know who your age group, your customer is. Follow the steps. I promise you this, since it's a new product, it's going to take a minute. So I would say it might take, 3 to, I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm telling you, with new products, there's some products that I had that were the best products in the world, but it came down to how you promoted it, what platforms were you using. But with the blueprint, just follow the plan and the blueprint. And I would say this, You're going to need to, learn how the platforms work, which we teach you, right? And then I would get it
Yeah.
on those platforms. I would understand the
Okay.
platform that you're going into, like what are the age groups? So Facebook might be great, because of the age groups. And then
Okay.
understand and here's another thing, you got to look at your analytics. Make sure
Okay.
you're looking at your analytics. That's a big one. Big one. I think it's a lot of people miss that. You have to look at your
Okay.
analytics because you got to know what's working for you. And when you know what's working, you hit that like a home run. Some of my videos
Okay.
are repetitive. You cannot believe how repetitive they are. I just do a different picture. But my analytics tell me people want to hear this. So you have to understand your analytics.
Okay.
Know your
Okay,
analytics
Tim,
and know
thank you
what's
so
working.
much.
Of course, darling.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, last one. Vinny, where are you, Vinny? There you are. Unmute.
There we go. Hey, how you doing, Tim?
I'm well, my friend. How are you? I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you, my
Hey,
man.
hey, this is I've only known you for 3 months, but virtually, but your message was so inspiring and emotional. I really
Oh man,
I appreciate everything you do for the whole community and myself. I've had a lot of brick and mortar businesses, but never anything like this. This is totally a new platform for me. So one-on-one, I do great, but through a microphone or through a video, it's so difficult. It's all right here, but like if I met you in person and I played a round of golf with you, it'd be great. But to do this and to get your message across through video, I'll get there. It's just a learning curve, just like everything else. I went to the School of Hard Knocks, so I got to where I am from learning and making mistakes and making more mistakes. But this is an amazing business. And once I figure it all out, I will be hitting home runs like you.
Just take one day at a time, take one lesson at a time, and then you're going to be fine. And here's what I would tell you. You're not the only one. I'm glad you said that, because guess what? I'll do it this way. You're not the only one. You're not the only one that has these blocks. Man, I'm 56 years old. Trust me. That's why I tell people, being on TikTok, are you out of your bloody mind? Give me a golf cart, give me a time where, give me a cocktail, give me a cigar. We can have the best conversation in the world. But now you're sitting there to talk to a phone. I said something today. It was not. I said I'm talking to a phone, and there's somebody like, I laughed at that. My kids go, "That's a phone, Dad. That's a cell phone, Dad, not a phone." I'm like, dude, you're lucky I'm even on here. But listen, you said something that it's in here. I'll share something with you. Something that I do when I get on my lives, and I do this, and this will help a lot of people, is I'm not worried about who I'm talking to per se. I'm talking to me. I'm talking, who am I want to talk to? So if I would share one piece of advice to you, is you're talking to your best friend. Like I feel like I can sit down and have a cocktail all day long, but I sit there and I can talk to you like my best friend. And I think that's where people get so lost in something. I did a joke the other day with JoJo on my live, and I said, "JoJo, do me a favor. Hit me in the nose. Okay, just do me a favor, hit me in my nose." And I said, "Come back to me, tell me you hit me in the nose." And here's the funny thing. I said, "Did it hurt?" It didn't hurt. So people are afraid of something that is never going to happen to you. It can't hurt you. I said, "Put a bad word in there." She puts it, JoJo didn't put a bad word in there, but put a bad word in there. Guess what? I didn't feel it. So something it's in your head, like you said. Yep. So do me a favor. When you do any lives or do any videos, talk to your best friend, talk to your brother, talk to your sister, talk to somebody that you know, love, and trust. And I promise you, it'll become easier. It just does.
Hey, one other thing to wrap it up. I'm not going to hold it against you that you're an Eagles fan. I'm a Patriots fan, so it's been a long time. and also we can talk about that at some other time, but
we'll have to, my friend.
I don't want to ruin your video here. So Hey,
God bless.
appreciate everything you do, and I'll look forward to more of this. So thank you.
You got it, my friend. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Alrighty.
Amy.
So, God, Tim, you knocked it out of the park. Good job. Good
A lot of
job.
fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I just want to say
Absolute-
one more thing before we end up. To you guys that are here, make sure the rest of this community gets these replays. I know we post this replay in the community, but I want you to make sure, like, if you have people that signed up with you and all this, do me a favor. Make sure you let them know that this video, this replay is out there, because they need to hear this. They need to see this. And it might spark somebody to say, oh my God, I need to do that better. Or I need to be there. So just be clear on it. I would challenge you. And then the second thing, I'll leave it on this note, and Amy can end it up. I am blessed and grateful. I am grateful for you guys. I am over the moon that I could do this for you. I wish I had a little more time. I would give you a lot more value, but I hope you got one thing. If you got one thing out of this, like I get one thing, I had a conversation with Amy and I got 2-3 things out of my conversation with Amy. And oh my God, I'm over the moon. So to do what I did today, I just did not want to let you down. I hope you take this information. I hope it piqued some of you. I hope it irritated some of you. But understand one thing, we're only here because we do love and care, and we really want you to do well. But I also want you to understand this is a business, and you deserve to hear the facts about our business. And you're awesome. And always remember, you're more than enough. That's all I got. Amy, thank you, darling. I appreciate you.
Of course, of course. You guys, Tim said something about if this triggered you. And that's something really kind of powerful to focus on, you guys, because if something he said triggered you, that's what you need to work on.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so good about focusing on our strengths that we never look at our weaknesses or don't want to address them. And I said this last night, but if you started focusing on your weaknesses, maybe that light bulb's going to go off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one thing that's holding you back. Because no matter what, like Tim said, you're going to have obstacles. You're going to have stuff that happens. It's how you handle it in that moment. You deal with it and you go forward. Quit trying to carry around all that luggage with you from your past. Set it down and move forward and believe in yourself. Because no matter what happens, you can, and you already have gone through so much in your life. You deserve to be happy, healthy, and just enjoy life. Just truly love yourself and be there for yourself. Show up for you. When you start doing that, you're going to start showing up for others. Stop speaking from here and always speak from right here. So very important. That's when people are going to connect with you. So with that being said, we're going to end this. Tim, man, you did such an awesome job. Gosh, good job, man. Good job. So guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. And Tim, do you want to say anything, any last words before you get off?
Yeah, I'll just leave it on. I really will leave it on. It says, you deserve this. You bought this for a reason. And show up. Just show up. You have goals and dreams, right? Show up. That person needs to show up. You are all worth it. You are all valuable. You are definitely, just show up like that where you want to end, where you want to go, where are you going? Just show up like that person every day. And I promise you, you'll have it. Don't worry about the things that aren't working. Focus on the things that you need to do. Do not focus on the things that aren't working. Focus on the things that you need to do in the process. Nothing else matters. The process works. Focus on the process. We've been there, done that. There's too many people making money. So get in your heart. Listen to Amy
Yeah.
says, get in your heart. I'm telling you, be your true, authentic self. And I promise you, you can't go wrong, because there's people just like you out there. There is. And they need you. See, don't worry about your feelings, because it's not about you. It's about the people that you're trying to talk to and attract. They need you. They need to hear you. And you have the solution. Okay. God bless. Have a great one. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Tim. Awesome.